still take money from people who are in trouble to say, give us fuel before we take your patients?
Okay, so what I want to say is the ambulance service operate two services.
Okay.
We have the emergency services and non-emergency services.
Okay.
So when it comes to emergency services like road traffic accident, maternal, somebody in labor, pediatric cases, those ones the government of Ghana provides ambulance service with fuel to take care of all those emergencies. But when it comes to other emergencies, like you are going for medical investigations, sometimes the ambulance will go and be parked for about 5 hours. Those ones we have some charges that we give to support.
I'm talking about the ones that the ambulance driver doesn't want to move. He says,
no, that is what I'm
charging
saying.
you money.
No, that is what I'm saying, that for emergencies, as rightly indicated, we are supposed to take those casualties or those patients to the hospital.
Do you take those casualties for free?
Yes, that's why I just want to clear.
Because sometimes the phone lines down, people will say a different thing.
For example, when you are moving from one jurisdiction, let's say you are in Takrady or Cape Coast, you are being referred to come to Kolebu.
Right.
Definitely, looking at the distance that you are going to travel, the fuel that is being given to cannot take care of all those things. So definitely, you need to pay a certain amount to support whatever the government. Because if you are able to use all those fuel for those kind of emergencies like road traffic, definitely we need to support the fuel. So that's why we ask you to pay certain. But in cases where the relatives said they don't even have money, to definitely we need to take those casualties to the various because sometimes we even move people from Accra here, sometimes Kolebu, somebody have come to the hospital and it has been discharged, is going back to either the Accra Region or wherever, and the person doesn't have money. The service have a strategic stock where we have to go into those strategic stocks so that we can forward the ambulance and send those.
The conversation is that it's on paper that the government is supposed to fund these emergency liftings. But do you get the fuel supply to be able to do that? And I need you to be very candid because the duty bearers, they listen to us, so that we can.
Currently, the government is providing us fuel through GOR for emergencies.
Right.
You understand? So the government is giving us that kind of support. Definitely, definitely looking at the call volumes and the number of emergencies that happens, we carry a lot of people. So definitely we need more of that. But currently the government is giving those things. But what I want to say is sometimes there's certain misconceptions.
Right.
For example, in Accra here, you go to certain private hospitals where a patient is being referred to, let's say Kolebu or 37,
right,
and on the bill of the patient they've written an ambulance. You understand? And they will sometimes call the national ambulance and say, we will come and pick sometimes this patient and send to the hospital for free. But in the minds of the patient, he or she has paid for the services of the ambulance.
The hospitals indicate on the thing, like, and they charge them for it.
That they've taken an is for ambulance.
Right.
But once the ambulance comes and picks, sometimes we pick it for free.
Right.
Because the patients cannot differentiate between a national ambulance service and a private, because the private ambulances also operate. Our ambulances are painted red, gold, green with a GV plate. Either the Mercedes Benz ambulance or the Toyota. So sometimes some people raise allegations against us that we have taken money from them. But when we do an investigation, it's not the government ambulance, but the private sector. In some cases, we get to the hospital, they will ask us to do a folder for the patient. When it happens like that, road traffic accident casualty, the person doesn't have money on him. So what we normally do is the crew sometimes use their own monies to do a folder. Because without a folder, they cannot start treatment. So these are issues that have to be taken by the social welfare, so that when it comes to such issues, they will be able to assist us in that regard.
That's right.
Yeah.